Alright guys, welcome back to Lifting the Veil. It's good to see you. It has been quite a while. I know I am working on several, to give you an update, I'm working on several new, not films, well, I'm always working on several new films, so I've got lots of those in the lineup. But I will be uploading new actual, core content videos coming up. Either maybe I might have this one finished later today, so it might be uploaded later today. And then I've got another full 2.5 hour long, very deep, very, well, not too deep. It's scathing over some of my full book article and film presentations, scathing over some of the details while giving you a lot of the overall outline. It is very controversial. It's definitely going to be demonetized. It might get my whole channel. It might get a strike or some type of community guideline stuff because it is involving, a controversial topic of exposing with high-level satire and high-level sarcasm of exactly how mainstream media is deliberately inciting violence and dividing and conquering the people with this left-right dichotomy and so many other aspects in order to stoke violence amongst the population and to get people at each other's throats. And it is the mainstream media that is behind all of this, that is doing this. And of course, there's somebody behind all of that. There is the Illuminati behind all of that, the ones pulling the strings for, but so we're not going to get into that. That is a topic for what we're going to cover right now. Is I need to give you guys updates on the situation, what is going on with my Facebook page, which my Facebook page, Lifting the Veil, had been hacked, and my page was completely stolen, and I was kicked off as the only admin of Lifting the Veil. So I was, you guys may have seen on my community tab, I posted updates on everything that was going on. I know many of you guys may be like, might question my motives and be like, oh, am I just like, pulling your leg and, staging all of this to make it look like I'm being censored? But no, this is all part of the greater Facebook agenda of cracking down on legitimate, real researchers' Facebook pages. I'm not just talking about like counter COINTELPRO controlled opposition shills like Alex Jones and Louis Farrakhan and all these other people who are deliberate plants, deliberate agents who stir up chaos and put out all this ridiculous conspiracy garbage that is highly inflammatory, specifically because they are agents of chaos. They're chaos agents, COINTELPRO agents.
We know we're under attack. We know it. We're breaking the conditioning. We're coming for you, globalist. Coming for you. We know what you're doing. Sorry. I just get fired up when I think of what they're doing to us and how I want to resist them. And how easy they are to defeat. Excuse me. I think my testosterone's going up. This happens every time I start working out a lot again. And I swam 2 miles this morning pretty hard and ate a big fat steak last night. Full of hormones, testosterone on its own right. So I'm going a little bit wild today, excuse me.
Placed there so that they can be the scapegoat, the patsy, the fall guy, the one who strategically takes the blame for being the wild fringe conspiracy theorist, so that they can blame everyone else, like my pages and my channel, as being somehow falling into that crowd, which in no way is whatsoever. In fact, it's highly credible research, cited all of my sources, very deep information, very credible and very solid cases that I make for all of my stuff. It's not wild conjectures, conspiracy, hearsay, and all of that stuff. So this is all part of the greater Facebook plan to purge and censor the internet yet again. When they have recently just removed large, completely stricken people like Alex Jones off of all social media, off of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, of course, as well as people who have no relation to that. People like Luke Rudowski and Jason Burmis of We Are Change. I'm not sure if they were completely removed. I've literally been up all night. I haven't slept at all. I've been working on trying to get my damn pages and both of my Facebook accounts back, because they were both attacked and they were both deleted and both removed. So let's get to the evidence and show you guys what had actually happened with my Facebook page. That's not the most recent. That actually was the most recent. I mean the oldest. So the first notification I got was from last night, or was it from yesterday morning? They sent me an email saying that I'd been removed. I'm no longer admin on my own page. I was the only admin, the only person with the only access to be able to add and remove admins from my page. And when you're admin of your own page, you can't remove yourself as an admin, because there has to be at least one admin on your page. Otherwise, you can't. And in fact, so cut to the chase, I did eventually get back, and I need to check this immediately, because if they don't yet know that I've gotten my page back and they are still somehow, probably not, because in order to get your page back, there can only be one admin, so they remove whoever had stolen your page. But god damn it, if I was able to see who actually removed my page, I'm gonna message Facebook back, see if they'll tell me who the admin, who it was that had hijacked my page. I need to know. And they're stupid enough to leave. I mean, I've got all of their stuff here. I've got their email address that they tried to change. They changed my email address to their email address to be like, oh yeah, it's my page. See, look, I changed the username, and I changed the Facebook. I changed the page name to Lifton the Vel. Lifton the Vel. They just like altered it, tweaked it to try to obviously mislead, and to try to cover it up so that people could not find access to my page. Not only did they try to steal my page so that, you know, they could claim my work as their own, they could steal my work. I'm really thankful that they didn't just outright delete my damn Facebook page, because, I mean, who knows what people might want to do. They might want to steal my page, kick me off, just go in and just outright delete the page and completely flush all my work for 7 years down the toilet. Thankfully, they didn't hardly do shit to ruin my page. All they did was change my official logo profile picture. All they did was change my official YouTube channel intro video that I had as the cover photo, the cover video, and they just changed the name to Lipton the Vel, and the handle, the username, they just slightly altered the about section once they eventually figured out that I have listed all of my credentials and all of my claims to ownership in the very about section of my page, as well as in the description of the page, the mission statement. But so let's get to the actual what happened. So first they removed me as the admin from the page. I tried the only outlet to get contact with Facebook to try to get my page back. Nothing would work. I followed the only source of the only outlet source of action that you have to try to get your page back, which was to file a report. And it kept giving me this error notification. There was a problem with this request. We're working on getting it fixed as soon as we can. Let me make sure my audio is working. Is my audio working? My audio good? Let's raise the volume a bit. Yeah, I had actually already recorded all this once, about 45 minutes of me rambling on as needing sleep, needing rest. I've been up all night. Rambling on for 45 minutes with the mic turned off, so I did all that for no reason, so now I'm having to redo all of it all over again. Hopefully you guys can hear me this time. And make sure I'm recording and everything. Alright, it's all good, whatever. Got this error notification over and over again. Nothing would work. I tried it on mobile. I tried it on Google Chrome. I tried it on all the browsers. I tried it on Safari. I tried it on Firefox. None of them worked. I tried it multiple times, at least hundreds of different times. Nothing worked. Eventually, it did finally go through. I don't know if it's just a time limitation that eventually, they'll process your request. It just takes time. You get an error notification up until that point in time. Let's see what else. So yeah, I've got that all documented in my official notarized report that I had filed. Did I document all of that in here? I don't know. I guess not. Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, I didn't. But so I updated all of that stuff. Eventually they gave me this. Did they give me the notification? Yeah, so there should be something here. So they eventually got back. They messaged me this morning telling me that, well, no, in between that, there was something else that happened. I got another update in between that where they said, God damn it. Why can't I just find anything I'm trying to do in a timely fashion? So yeah, the update was, here's all the nothing would happen. Nothing would happen. Where is it? Here's the email notification that I got saying, thanks for contacting Facebook. We've received your request to gain access to your page. We'd be happy to look into this position or this matter for you. But please keep in mind that we are not in a position to adjudicate disputes between third parties. If you'd like to proceed, please provide all of the following. Basically, valid ID, verification that I am who I say I am and not who I say I am. Notarized and signed statement of fact with sufficient knowledge and authority over this matter that includes all of the following: description and relationship of the page and my claim, basically my claim to the page, and all of that stuff. So they basically told me, how to finally follow some course of action to reclaim my page and to regain access to, as admin, to my page. So I was going to take that up immediately, but it was the notarization thing that put me off. So I was like, oh, do I have to actually go down to a legal clerk's office and to actually get it notarized as a legal document? Or does it just mean notarized, as in like literally just use the phrase, I, Cullen Smith, hereby authorize a statement of fact under penalty of perjury that everything I have just said is true and authentic, and whether that qualifies as notarization. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to be safe and to make sure that, I didn't blow, if I get one shot to get my page back, that I didn't blow it. So I wanted to be very sure, and so I posted that to my Facebook pages, my group, and my personal page to get some advice from people to see what people think about being able to get my page back. Oh God, I'm so tired. But shortly before I got any notification back on that, I then got another notification by email that I had been suspended from my personal account, and I had also been, my account was disabled. So all of my Facebook accounts, all of my access to Facebook had been disabled, citing someone reporting me for impersonation. So I imagine that this was the usurper, the imposter who stole the admin status of my page and kicked me off my own page and stole it. That they had tried to delete all traces of me from Facebook so that they could use that as me being the imposter when they knew that I was going to try to reclaim my page back, so that they would already have a preemptive claim that I am the imposter and they are the true originator of my brand and my business and my 7 years of hard labor, which isn't true whatsoever, obviously. But Facebook stupidly agreed with that and decided to, oh yeah, well, we're going to disable your account, and we're going to take their word for it. based on no evidence whatsoever, because they have no evidence that I am an impersonator and that they are the true creator of my page, which my name and my face and my websites and all of my source links, all my social media links are all over all my pages. They're all linked together so that everyone knows that it's my face, it's my name on my work, on my brand, so that nobody else can come along and steal my brand, which countless people have tried and will continue to try, which is why it's a legally trademarked brand and why I'm going to start enforcing it and taking down all of these imposters like Lift the Veil and, you know, his channel and all of these other pages, Lifting the Veils, all these other pages that are trying to steal my brand and, you know, usurp my work and usurp my brand for their own personal gain and their own personal benefit, rather than simply making their own original brand, their own completely separate, something that's not infringing and piggybacking off of my own shit. But so anyways, I've been removed and disabled for pretending to be someone else, which is against community standards. We understand that you may not be familiar with our community standards, so here, learn more. Gave me no options to take. If you think we made this by mistake, again, sign in, authentication, providing two forms of identification. I'm literally about to pass out. Two forms of identification. So that's what I did. I did all that. Again, nothing was going through. Kept giving me this notification, kept giving me error notifications. We're sorry. Your request, the problem with this request, we're working on getting it fixed as soon as we can. None of that stuff was working. Kept giving me those error messages over and over and over again. Again, I tried on all different browsers, on all different platforms, on all different devices. Nothing worked. But again, thankfully, just now, literally moments ago before I'm making this video, they did finally give my account back because I provided enough proof that I am who I say I am, and that I'm not the usurper, that the imposter is the usurper, and the thief and the one stealing my page. So they gave me my personal account back, and so now I was actually able to go ahead and follow through. First thing, I was not going to wait this time for my account to get deleted or whatever, or something for the imposter, the usurper, to attack against me again before I had the chance to you know, act on it and get my page back. So I followed all these steps ASAP. As soon as I got my personal account logged into again, as soon as I got access back to my personal account, I logged back in here and started to follow all these steps. The only thing that I was concerned about was the legal notarization. So what I did firsthand was I looked up, can I just notarize a document online? How do I best notarize a document? Found a really easy website. You can just go to the website. They will notarize any document at any time of the day from anywhere in the world online digitally. What you do is you FaceTime with a legal notary, and that you provide them with your forms of identification, either your passport, your driver's license, what have you. They take a picture of it. They notarize your document then and there for 25 bucks, and there's your notarized document. So that is what I produced. That is what I have here, is my notarized document with all my evidence, my case evidence against the usurper. I showed them that they had actually tried to disable my personal account, claiming that I am the imposter, the impersonator, when they are the imposter, the usurper, trying to steal my page. And again, was this in the last video or in this one? I can't remember. But I showed you how they tried to change my page to make it look like theirs. They did a very poor job. This person is an idiot. They didn't know how to successfully steal someone's page and completely remove all evidence of them ever having owned that page to begin with, which means they would have had to remove a lot, because evidence of my ownership of this page is all over the page. If you go to the Lifting the Veil YouTube channel tab, right there on the home page, literally under the home page. Let's see, is it taking forever to load or what? Or did something happen? Okay, there it goes. So it is uploading, or sorry, it is loading. So you can find all of my YouTube uploads, all of my YouTube video feed right there from my Facebook page, right there from the home page, because my page is a video, it's a YouTube channel page. So you can find all my videos. There I am. There's my name. There's my face. There's my name and my face and my work attached right here on the home page of the... There's no way they could possibly hope to try to make it seem like I'm not the owner of my work. Like, it would be impossible. There's my face all over the stuff. Any idiot would just have to go to my personal account now that I have one again. Be like, oh, hey, there he is. That's the same exact picture as on his YouTube channel. Which his YouTube channel is also linked to his Facebook page. So, of course, you know, and again, not only that, it's in the description itself with my name. It's in the actual About tab on the page. Right there, first things, first line that you can read. Lifting the Veil is managed by Cullen Smith. Here's where you can find my YouTube channel at patreon.com/liftingtheveil. Here's my social media handle. Well, it's some of them. I changed it since then. And, you know, then they changed the name, they changed the handle, they changed the username. Very minimal stuff. Like, this isn't going to successfully... Actually, it would, because changing the name from Lifting the Veil, in fact, me changing the font style is enough for people to type in Lifting the Veil and it won't show up any longer. So, I need to change that back to the normal Lifting the Veil font, because if you type in Lifting the Veil, my page doesn't show up anymore. Because of the font, and because they actually changed it to Lifting the Veil. But so that's how they tried to, very poorly, didn't do much. I mean, they just changed the profile picture, the cover photo, and that's about it. Thankfully, they didn't delete, as far as I know, and as far as I've seen, they didn't delete any of my videos. They didn't delete any of my posts. I had been wondering if this was not a conspiracy by Facebook to go, that they're going through, they're locking people, they're stealing people's accounts, they're going through, sorting through all their content, purging their content of things that are like, you know, thought crimes, hate speech or whatever. You know, things like, here's another thing. I want to do a separate video exposing this thought crime of how astronomy, literally an astronomy post, is now considered hate speech. Let's see, where the hell is it? Oh, so tired. Shit, where the hell did I post it? Oh well, I don't have time for this. Nobody's got time for this. Whatever. So anyways, back to the topic. Where were we? I can't remember. I'm so out of it. I'm so tired. So yeah, I was making my case, my legal case, sending them all the evidence of where it shows that my page is mine, how my page is mine, how my shit is all over my brand. Literally, my copyright, my name, my symbol, my logo, my website, my personal link to my personal account, hyperlink in the description of basically almost all my photo posts. And then I did get it legally notarized. That may be the biggest piece of all that will ensure that you will get your page back. You gotta make sure you legally notarize your shit. So they gave me the stamp, the seal of approval. They legally notarized my document. And I sent them to them, and luckily they gave my page back within roughly about 20 minutes. They reinstalled me as admin on the page. So I still need to go through and sort all that stuff out. But yeah. Thank you to all you guys who, supported me during this garbage that I have to battle through constantly, day in and day out, on all the social media platforms. I'm constantly getting screwed with and bullshitted, and just they're constantly trying to completely remove me from all social media. And of course, it's not as bad as Alex Jones, but then again, I'm not on the plan like Alex Jones to be used as a scapegoat. Oh, look at this, Alex Jones is strategically removed because he's supposed to be the example that they use. He's the fall guy, the patsy, the one who is taking the blame for the entire thought crime community, and so everyone else can be lumped into that group and can also be justified in their accounts being deleted. So, all right, so we have some success and some progress here, guys. So we get into what they have changed. So we get into my profile photo that they have changed from my official logo to the very first image that I ever had back in 2013. And looky what we got here, mister. We've got success. We have found him. It's Long Kong 2, guys. We found Long Kong 2, Vietnam. And now I'm going to eat you. I am going to eat you, sucker. This guy, Long Kong 2, he is the son of a bitch bastard. This is him. So we got him. I don't know what the first step I should take, if I should just try and get his, how would I, if I can get his account banned as an imposter, or if we can get his account banned, but of course this is probably just a sock puppet account anyways. Or if we should just eat him. I think we should just eat him. Anyways, here he is, guys. If anyone wants to do anything, by either. Thank you guys who have supported me. We need to talk about some actual legitimate business here, real quick. Things that need to be addressed. So, for those of you guys who are not aware, I'm going to give you a peek into the back end of my channel. And so, what we're looking at here is this is our ad revenue from the last entire year. And so these are the stats for basically my channel analytics for the entire past year. So you can see which videos are performing the top numbers. Of course, the Truth About Alcohol video, free energy cavitation science, Sanskrit and Hebrew symbolism, things like that. And thankfully my Science of the Soul film, which is a giant compilation of both the Symbols of Power Part 2 and Part 3 series, all compiled together. But as you can see, the reality that we're dealing with, the reason why I am asking for your support so much, as opposed to in the past where I was very comfortable and I was perfectly sitting well, doing what I was doing where I was at, and I was perfectly comfortable being at the position where I was at, but I'm no longer in that position of feeling secure in basically my job security, doing this full time, because as you can see the numbers from since January, where we were doing well in January and things were looking great. The new year was going to be a great promise for the new year, but that turned out to be a complete disaster. And so as you can see, the channel has just completely dropped on all scales, not just ad revenue, but watch time, but complete just views have all dwindled. Everything has come grinding to a complete halt since YouTube has reviewed my channel and determined it to be unworthy of their good graces and of their good rating system. So I have been rated very low, very poorly, and my channel has come grinding to a halt. and basically my security for being able to do this into the future along with it has come grinding to a halt. So as you can see, almost all the numbers have come grinding almost to a complete zero flat line. Coming from, you know, several hundred thousand, what is this, watch time? Yeah, several 100,000 watch time hours per day. We're basically at I think it was at an all-time high back in January, and then it just all the numbers just came grinding to a complete halt. And this is where we are as of right now. We are basically at the all-time low for my channel, and we can go back. Let's go back and see the overall entire channel history over the entire channel lifetime. So as you can see, we are now sitting at a dire straits. We are pretty much lower than it's ever been, even since my channel first started. Literally, we haven't been this low since literally 2015, since 2014, 2015, when I first started this channel with literally my first videos, and before I was even putting out content, we were still doing better than we are doing now. So the channel is basically completely dead. It has completely died. We've been sitting at 115,000 subscribers since January. We have not gotten any more subscribers since January, since this point right here, where things were doing well, and then boom, YouTube reviewed my channel, deemed it to be unworthy of partnership program. They demonetized my entire channel completely. They forced me to delete over 10,000 over 2 million views on my channel. We were at almost 12 million views, and they forced me to delete about 2 million views worth of my best videos, my best income revenue supporting videos, and my most popular and some of my best information. They forced me to delete it in order to regain entry into the partnership program with any promise of earning a future income from my channel. So that is what has happened. That is where we are sitting at. That is what is going on. That is what we're looking at. Look at this day. I don't know what happened on this day here, but look at that spike compared to where we are sitting at today. Look at that. We were over 1 million hours of watch time hours in just that one day back in 2017. I forget which day this was, but that was the day that we broke the Matrix. That was the day that we broke the system, like Captain Marvel destroyed the Supreme Intelligence. But this is where we're at today. This is where we were that one day. This is where we are at on these other peaks throughout the channel's career, and this is where we are at now. We are at now lower than we have ever been, and we're in absolute dire straits, folks. So that is why I am being so blunt and upfront with you, asking for your support. It's not because I'm a freeloader. It's not because I can't work for myself. It's not because it's not because I don't have skills that I can't offer in some other way. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with going back and getting another job. There's no problem in doing that. That's not out of the question. I will do that if I need to. But that's the problem, folks. I mean, that's what my good friend and mentor, Christopher Lord, Truth Heresy's channel had to end up doing. That's what he had to do. So now we no longer have Truth Heresy to offer the services and the skills that he's the one that taught me so much of what I know and what I utilize in my videos and in my presentations. He's the one that taught me so much of what I know. And we no longer have that, his content, his service to decode a lot of the events that are occurring in the world, and so much of that wisdom and that knowledge. It's now gone. It's now lost. We no longer have those pieces and his contribution to the world. And so the same thing may happen for my channel. Unfortunately, I don't want it to come to that, but the reality kicks in, and you have to do what you have to do, and I will do what I have to do. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. And so as of right now, we're sitting at you know, the channel is not looking good. It's not looking good for the future of Lifting the Veil, folks. That is the reality that we face. The reality is not looking good. And so this is my overall lifetime, all the income that I've earned over my entire channel's career. Since 2014, that is what we have earned overall. So it's not a lot, folks. It's really not. I mean, I know it is a lot, and yes, I'm completely grateful for it, but in the reality of the scale of being able to do this full time, you know, if I was a dishwasher at any other job, you know, I'd be making more than this a year. In just a single year. This is over the entire channel's lifetime, which is, since 2014 to 2019, which is 5 years. So this is a 5-year total estimated income from over 5 years. Not let alone not just, you know, that much in a single year, which would still be far less than minimum wage. You know, as a dishwasher or something. So this is not a glorious, you know, this is not something that is, you know, it's not as great as you guys might but I'm grateful for the ability to do this, and I hope I will be able to continue doing this career into the future and maintaining Lifting the Veil as my primary source of income and as my main business. So that is what I aspire to, and that is why I am asking for your help. To be completely honest, that is what we're looking at. So yeah, is my current financial situation, which I know many of you guys, you know, this isn't like a normal YouTube channel where people are the audience is supportive of the creators and, you know, everyone's logical and rational and all that stuff. No, this is a spiritual, not entirely spiritual, but I cover spiritual content, so I get a lot of spiritual people who have a lot of idiotic and ridiculous beliefs. So of course they're gonna automatically hate me for, of course, trying to earn income for writing my books, producing my films, providing my personal public coaching services, and all the things I do in between, compiling all the graphics, doing all the animations, editing all the films, putting all this content out, whether it's on Facebook, social media, you know, whatever, whether it's just sharing, you know, information that needs to be known, or whether it's actually publishing my own work. What needs to be addressed right now is my channel was monetized, and I was making roughly around $1,500 to $2,000 a month between both my YouTube channel and my Patreon combined, which was roughly, it was fluctuating between $600 on Patreon, $400 on YouTube, vice versa. It would switch. Before Christmas, I had made $1,500 on YouTube in ad revenue. It was creeping up there to the 2,000 mark. So I was finally feeling like I was going to be able to really start cranking stuff out full time, with the sense of security and the sense of success that I can do this, that I can actually have a future and a career doing this work and actually be able to continue doing this full time without the fear of, am I going to be able to pay my bills? Am I going to be able to buy food and whatnot, let alone, you know, be able to help out the ones that I love, like Christy and her cancer treatments, if I want to go fly to California to visit her and to, you know, to take care of her for however long, or whatever we may decide to do, whatever happens along the way, whatever. I want to be able to feel like I have security to do that and still be able to have the free time to publish all my work, to write the books without feeling pressured, and to build the website, to, you know, gain some of my own personal credentials that for my personal goals that I want to also incorporate in my work, which is the plant-based eCornell plant-based nutrition certification that I want to get. That's costs $1,400 for that. I need to do that. I need to get my personal stuff. I need to get my dental work finished. Will eventually cost 15 grand. So I need. That's something that I have to end up doing as well. So I need to feel like I can be like I'm fully supported in, you know, doing this work full time, making these 4-hour films, the 2-hour films, the 15-minute videos in between here and there when I can, and between also trying to publish these as actual books, so that way, you guys have something to read. You have some hard copies that are going to last the test of time for when I'm dead and gone, that the work will still continue on and people will still be able to find this work when it's gone. So I need, right now, my actual details is I need at least $600 or more a month in order to be comfortable and stable in doing this work. That means I need about 60 people to donate at least $10 a month on the $10 tier or higher, or vice versa. It could be, 10 people donating $60 a month. I doubt that's going to happen, but there are a couple of you guys who have appreciated enough to get that. And I will offer you my whatever services I can in exchange. I'm going to start up the weekly live streams. We're going to start the weekly patron workshops and live streams and hangouts where I will answer your questions. We'll cover whatever of the material in any of my works that you want to cover. We'll cover topics that you want to bring up. We will cover just ideas that you have, concepts that you've got, whatever. It'll be a Q&A session where you can interact, and I will engage. It will be your platform as much as mine. It will be the Patreon/Discord server, where it's your guys' platform, where you can keep it going when I have other shit to do. When I'm trying to get my work done, you guys can support each other. That way you don't have to rely on me, and I don't have to be your guru. I don't have to be your daddy. I don't have to be your your spiritual savior or any of that garbage. You can work with each other, and you can share with each other without whether I'm dead or gone, whether I'm here or not. The work should continue without me. That's what I want to build. I want to build a project that is bigger than me. So that's what I need. I need at least $600 a month to meet my bare minimum requirements in order to survive doing this full-time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take a full-time job, and that's going to take priority over lifting the veil. And with the amount of time that goes into writing these books, writing the presentations, making every single little graphic and animation slide that I want to do, that goes into producing the full videos and the full films as my scripts, let alone doing all the social media, managing all the different social media accounts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the multiple different Facebook pages, the group, all that stuff, doing many pages, monitoring comments, all that stuff. This is, a one-man job, doing all of these different jobs that should be specifically outsourced to a single person, single professional doing each one of these aspects. A single person doing video editing, a single person doing graphic design, a single person doing the social media management, a single person this needs a whole team of people to be running a full-scale project full-time. That's what I want it to be, is Lifting Veil Productions, Lifting the Veil Studios. And I'm the one that does all of this stuff. And mostly because I have to be, but also because there are only a few of you guys have reached out and offered your help and your service and your support. But honestly, I don't really have anything that I can, outsource for you, that I can delegate for you to do. You can't do the editing for me. You can't do the graphic design or the graphic production for me. What I can outsource is I can outsource someone to please help build my website. Please offer to build my freaking website for me. Please. I mean, some people's audience will help them purchase, the equipment they need, the gear they need, the computers, the laptops, all that stuff. I don't ask you guys for any of that. I just ask you for the what I need to be able to live on, to pay my bills, buy my food, and to pay my travel expenses to see Christy if I need to help out with her treatments. That's the stuff that I need. That's the bare minimum. That's what I need. Roughly around $1,000 a month. That is not living like a king. I can guarantee you that. That's barely just enough for organic food bills and to cover the bills and the expenses that I have. So that's what I need from you guys. I'm going to just be upfront and ask you guys and request and put out what it is that I need. So that needs to be met. Otherwise, I will have to. This will have to take the back burner, and I don't know how much work or progress at all we'll be able to continue from this point forward. So that's what we need. The YouTube channel the income might continue to grow again now that I've been re-entered into the partnership program. The revenue might continue to grow, but with the videos that I'm planning on putting out, I highly doubt it, because none of them are going to be monetizable content. They are very controversial, and they are somewhat conspiratorial topics. It's not conspiracy. Well, it is conspiracy, but I'm not labeling it as conspiracy, and I'm not going to tag any of that, but I'm just going to provide all the syncs and all the facts and all the data, and leave it to you to decide what to fill in the blanks, to fill in what type of, thing you think might be going on with that. So that's what I need from you guys, and thankfully we dodged a bullet, and I got my pages back. Thankfully my pages weren't deleted, and it wasn't too far gone to where I wasn't able to actually, if I waited a certain amount of time, they would have closed the case and I never would have gotten my page back. I would have had to start all over from scratch. So thankfully we got it back. And also, you guys, if you know how to find out who's someone's email, who they are by their email, let's find out who this person's email is. manhcodon197@gmail.com. Let's find who this person is, and let's eat them. They will be eaten. And I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that in a bad. We will eat them alive. So let's do that. Let's find them. Let's destroy them. Not figuratively, of course. Let's destroy them and make them come to justice for them trying to steal my page and to steal all of my work. So thank you guys so much, and look forward to new videos coming out either today, tomorrow, in the near future. I've got many projects on the way. I'm not going to stop, as I'm going to keep going even if I don't have money to pay the bills and to buy my food. I'm going to keep making as much content as I can until I no longer have the ability left in me to do it. Whether that means I don't have a platform to share to anymore or not, that's what's going to happen. So I will continue to do this and continue cranking out. I'm stepping up. It's going to be next level. The next phase of Lifting the Veil is next level stuff like you've never seen before, and it's going to blow your freaking mind. I guarantee you that. Whether just the books alone, the films, and the short videos that are coming out, it's going to blow your mind. So stay tuned for that. Look forward to that. And yeah, anything else I wanted to cover? I don't think so. So I'll see you guys soon. Keep lifting the veil.